These are the RayNeo Air 2S's. They're display glasses that plug into USB-C devices and give you a much larger and more portable screen when you're on the go. They're great for playing games, watching movies, or connecting to a laptop and getting work done when transporting a monitor isn't ideal, like on a plane. I've reviewed many pairs of display glasses, and the Air 2S's have the brightest and largest display I've seen so far. But that's also the problem. It's too big for me. Let's unpack this. I need to quickly address our capture limitations. There is no way to directly capture what I'm seeing when wearing these glasses. To help you get a better sense of what I'll be talking about, we've set up a GoPro as close to the glasses as we can in an attempt to capture more real-life visuals. The Air 2S's also have a proximity sensor above the nose, which we'll be covering with a piece of tape so it doesn't turn off on us. As someone who travels a lot and is always looking for ways to play games and watch movies in the best conditions, I love bringing a pair of these display glasses along with me. They let me play my Steam Deck or Nintendo Switch on a much larger screen. I can watch movies from my phone while being more immersed in the media. The image is also sharp enough for text to be easily legible, so I can use them with my MacBook if I want to get some work done. I love being able to connect the glasses and put my device off to the side and lay back with my display floating above me. The RayNeo Air 2S glasses feature two 1080p micro OLED displays, one for each eye. All the computing happens in the large brim at the top. The image is shot down towards this angled lens, then directed forward for you to see. This means the display isn't actually filling your entire view, but just what's inside this section of it. RayNeo states that the glasses have the equivalent of a 201-inch screen at 6 meters away from you. As for what that actually looks like to me in my eyes, the screen is about this large. And the reason I'm not 100% confident is that the edges are blurry and out of focus, and the corners even bend in and get cut off. This makes a lot of games, which typically have UI along the edges or in the corners of your screen, very hard to read, if not totally cropped out. In fact, because there is so much freedom of movement on the hinges, I can actually push the glasses back and forth and watch different parts of the screen come in and out of focus, and see the corners and edges curve and straighten out. But unfortunately, there is no position that allows for every part of the image to remain sharp and fully uncropped, and I feel myself constantly wishing I could make the screen smaller so that everything remains perfectly visible. RayNeo does offer an accessory that helps with this issue, but I'll get into that later on. The glasses go up to 5,000 nits of brightness, which is the brightest I've seen so far, and just like the X-Real Air 2 Pros and V-Tour Pro glasses I reviewed recently, they also support a 120Hz refresh rate. If you're interested in my thoughts on either of those glasses, I'll drop links to them in the description. Along the right arm, you'll find two buttons to adjust the brightness of the screen. The left arm has two volume buttons and one for the menu. Here, you can adjust how loud the speakers are, the refresh rate, and color temperature of the image. Those speakers are located on both arms. Unique to these glasses is that they have two speakers on each side, one positioned on top and one below. All the other glasses I've reviewed only include one pointing down. This gives the Air 2S's the highest maximum volume on any pair of display glasses I've tested. As for comfort, these glasses fall in the middle of the options I've experienced. What's nice about the RayNeo glasses is that, like X-Real, they feature 3 degrees of freedom so you can tilt the lens for better viewing angles. The back of the arms do have some give to them, but it's nowhere near as bendable as X-Real's. And as far as my head shape is concerned, the angle and where that curve begins is more in line with X-Real's design, while the RayNeo glasses kind of make my ears stick out. The RayNeos come with 2 nosepad options, which is 1 or 2 less than what I've come to expect from the other glasses makers. This means your options for placement on the nose are quite limited. Unfortunately for myself, even though I can tilt the glasses a bit, I still find myself wishing the screen was positioned lower. V-Tour's glasses offered this bare nosepad option that was what I used more often, but it also wasn't very comfortable. Removing the nosepads from the RayNeos does line my eyes up better, but this almost hurts my nose to rest on. Unlike the X-Real Air 2 Pros or any of V-Tour's glasses, there's no way to adjust how opaque the display is. You can change how bright it is, but even when turning down that level, you can't see through it much better. This means the glasses are great to use outside since they block out a lot of light, but it also doesn't allow for you to see your surroundings that easily. In fact, the area outside of the screen is quite translucent and dim, meaning these glasses are closer to sunglasses than regular glasses. So even if I'm wearing them and looking down away from the displays, it's still a bit hard to see through because of how dark everything is. However, this isn't a total deal breaker since I'm primarily using these glasses at their highest opaqueness. I'm often trying to block out everything around me so I can focus on my movie or game. I can always just take off the glasses if I need to look at something else. Both X-Real and V-Tour's glasses have a button to adjust their electrochromic film, which seamlessly changes how opaque the glasses can get, and it's a great feature that I find myself missing here. Also, one weird issue is that the RayNeo glasses reset to 50% brightness every time you unplug them, so I constantly have to increase that level each time I put them on. The most robust accessory RayNeo offers, and the one that helps with my screen size issue, is the Pocket TV. It's powered by Google TV and allows you to access a number of different entertainment apps, such as Disney+, Prime Video, YouTube, and many more. To use it, you plug your glasses into the right port at the bottom, while the left port can be plugged into power to charge the device while in use. This accessory gives you access to more settings for the glasses, such as zooming in and out of the screen size. Unfortunately, you can only change the scale from between 100 and 80%. So it didn't scale down low enough to be perfect, but it did improve the visual clarity in my peripheral vision. It's disappointing that this feature isn't built into the glasses themselves, since there's a designated settings button and menu. The Pocket TV supports micro SD cards if you'd like to load your own media on the device instead of streaming it. It has its own battery, so you can actually plug your phone or another device in and charge them if you're on the go, just like a battery pack, which I find is super useful if you're traveling with a pair of these glasses. The Pocket TV retails for $180. The Air 2S's only connect to USB-C devices on their own, but RayNeo has two other accessories they sent me to expand on that. The first is the JoyDock. The Nintendo Switch doesn't offer display pass-through without a dock, and this accessory gives you that capability. Slide the dock onto this plastic clip, and then attach it to the Switch for a more compact design. Then connect this small USB-C cable to both devices and plug the glasses in. I love these Switch docks since they give power to the system, allowing for longer sessions between charges, and even double as a USB battery for my phone or other devices, which is perfect if I'm traveling. However, it's disappointing that this product only works for the Switch, since Vetour and X-Rails docks can also plug into and display HDMI devices, such as an Xbox or PlayStation. You also can only connect one pair of glasses to the JoyDock, compared to the two that Vetour's dock allows for. The JoyDock retails for $100. The last accessory is the Goovis HCS 2.0 HDMI to Type-C adapter. This little device lets you plug the Air 2S glasses into any HDMI device, like an Xbox or PlayStation. Plug the included HDMI cable into the console, then into the adapter, followed by the glasses. From there, you need to power this device with the included cable. This last step is a little disappointing since both X-Rail and Vetour have similar devices that don't require the additional power cable. The Goovis adapter retails for $70. The RayNeo Air 2S display glasses retail for $400, which is $50 and $60 cheaper than the X-Rail Air 2 Pros and Vetour Pros respectively. They look great and are totally serviceable, but the large display just doesn't allow for a comfortable enough viewing experience. I spent more time adjusting the focal point instead of enjoying my games, and that's a deal breaker for me. I would have much preferred a smaller screen where I could see everything clearly. It's also disappointing how the JoyDock and Goovis accessories are also missing a feature or two each that I've come to expect from the competition. Even though you're saving some money with RayNeo, I can't recommend it over what I've tested. But let me know what you think if you've tried any of these glasses. Thanks so much for watching.